Hey, baseball fans, this is Chris Singleton, and welcome to MLB The Show.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. We've got a perfect night for baseball on the show. It's the New York Yankees and the Detroit Tigers. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. About to get started here, and our pitcher tonight, Spencer Turnbull. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
All right, ready to go here. Here's some real power at the plate. Number 50. Hammers that one deep left field, and forget it. He sends it out of here. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0. He ambushed him right there, Siggy.
Yeah, swinging on that first pitch, and I think losing one over the fence is exactly what he had in mind as well. Well, so much for settling into this game, Boog. No courtesy first pitch take right there. He was ready from the second he stepped into the box, got a pitch to hit, jumped all over it. I tell you what, that'll fire up the guys in your dugout.
And up next for New York, Roberto Clemente. That one ripped. And it's off the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Don Mattingly stepping in now for the Yankees. Blasted 2 home runs in last night's game. This one in the air center field. Meadows under it. And makes the grab. Runner tags at second. And time now to check out the New York Yankees lineup. An offense that knows how to mash, Chris. Lots of power throughout the lineup. They're leading the league in homers right now.
Yeah, and I think when you're facing a team like this, pitchers coming in, they see the stats. They end up trying to nibble, trying to work on the edges, trying to expand the zone. And so I think the key, if these hitters can stay within themselves.
Line drive, caught.
Yikes, that ball was scorched, an absolute missile, and it almost becomes self-defense as the fielder. When one of those things comes screaming towards you, watch your lips.
Ricky Henderson stepping in now for the Yankees. Another solid power season. In the air out towards right center. Meadows trots over to his left. Makes the catch, inning over. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back at Comerica Park. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Babe Ruth. Singy, always a treat when we get to watch him work.
Very crafty guy out there on the hill. A stellar career ERA in the low twos. Very tough to get to. Just when you think you've got him figured out, he flips the script. We'll see how the hitters are able to adapt to him today.
To third, and it's through for a hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Parker Meadows. And that's through there for a strike. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And you know, if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever, if they do at all.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Had him out front for strike three.
Tell you what, those are the types of guys pitchers really like to punch out when they're on the mound, because if they get on, just the distraction that they create with all that speed over on the base pass, it could take away your focus from the next hitter, and that's the last thing you want to do is serve up a pitch that a guy hits over the fence and it's a multi-run home run.
And here it comes. Curveball drops in for a strike. The punch out there. That's the second out.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts. So they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Now it's the right fielder, number 50. Put that 600 slugging into context. The league average usually in the low 400s. Oh, 1 down. And fouled off. Maton off of first with 2 away. And 1 and 2. And the pitch. Got him. Down on strikes, and he knew it. 1 left for Detroit. They trail here 1-0. Second inning set to go. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Aaron Judge. And he deals. And Judge spoils that one. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That one back. Gone! Aaron Judge leaves the yard. His latest homer in an incredible season. It's 2-0. 8 straight games with a home run.
Well, tie in some great hitters at the plate. Griffey, Mattingly, Dale Long. This is just impressive. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
And now Sammy Sosa enters the day 3rd in the American League batting race. Foul ball there.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Hard hit left side. gets it to first, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Joe Torre. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Hard hit down the line and left. That's down. One hops off the wall. The throw into second, but he's in there easily.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Just a really nice job of turning on that pitch and smoking it down the line. And there's no one playing there, so once it drops in fair, you're on your way to extra bases.
And at second with one away, Mickey Mantle stepping in now for the Yankees. Didn't play in the day game yesterday, so he should be fresh for this one. Line drive, base hit right field. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out. Mansingy, he hit that ball right on the sweet spot. According to StatCast, the exit velo 110 miles an hour.
Yeah, Boog. I mean, that right there is an absolute missile. And he just put a great swing on it, squared it up perfectly. Those are the ones that feel really good.
And now it's going to be number 50. Liner, base hit. Runner from third comes across, and they lead by 3. Throw comes in and holds the runner at third. They're at the corners now with still only one away. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Now, Roberto Clemente. That's a base hit as a run scores. Meadows to third, not in time. He's safe as a run scores.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Runners on the corners with one gone. Don Mattingly digs in now. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Well struck right field. Pulls it in on the warning track. Runner tagging and heading for home. In comes the runner from third. It's 5-0.
Man. And he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up he'll find a hole.
Mark McGwire stepping in now for the Yankees. He's 0 for 1. Smash down the left field line. And that one hops the wall. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a 2-out double, second and third now.
All over that one right there.
He got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his bat through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double.
So they turn to the lefty in this spot, Eduardo Rodriguez.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. Slams into the wall and hangs on. Nine men come to the plate, 4 score. Down to the bottom of the second. It's the Yankees 5 and the Tigers nothing. Back here at the ballpark, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now it's Jonathan Scope. There's the strike. And the pitch. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Boog. Electric stuff from the jump. I mean, there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
Jose Trevino stands in now. And watches strike one. And the 0-1. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. It doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
Miguel Cabrera in the box with 2 gone. And takes a look at a called strike. Here comes the 0-1. And it's fouled away. The pitch. And that's a little high.
It's a good take.
Here comes a pitch. Battling here as he fouls it away. And now the lefty. And a swing and a miss. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Tigers fail to make any noise. Still looking at that 5-0 deficit. Top half of the third inning, stepping in the long ball threat, Aaron Judge. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He circles the bases, his second home run of the game. It's 6-0.
Now he's just showing off out there, and who can blame him with a swing like that? Give that man a bat, watch it go a long way. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Now up as the Yankees DH, Sammy Sosa. Grounded out his first time. Line drive, base hit.
He's been swinging it really well lately. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Joe Torre stepping in now for the Yankees. Ripped on a line. Meadows makes the grab. One pitch and one out. Mickey Mantle stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
So the lineup flips over. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, number 50. Line drive, base hit. And that's going to get into the corner. Sosa around second, headed for third. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a 2-out double, second and third now. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
And next for New York, Roberto Clemente. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Base hit and a run in to score. Another comes in to score, and it's an 8-run lead.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
So 2 down. Don Mattingly stepping in now for the Yankees. Rocketed out towards right center. Meadows brings it in with a nice running grab. So they get 3 runs on 4 hits. 1 was the solo homer. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. And welcome back. Now the left fielder, Justin Henry Malloy. The wind of the pitch.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
The 1-1. Called strike right there. The wind and the pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive. The 1-2. popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Makes the catch for the out.
Batting ninth, the third baseman, Ryan.
So up next, Ryan Kreidler. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Got him swinging.
Quite the start to this game on the mound, looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
And first offering is fouled off. A wide to kick the pitch. And a strike. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Bounce to the left side. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. And he'll be safe at first. 2 outs, runner at first. Parker Meadows will hit next. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And first offering is fouled off. Maton, the runner at first with 2 gone. Meadows in his rookie season, batting second in today's lineup, and he was a second-round pick back in 2018. 0-2 now. And he hits a ground ball right side. Tosses to first. And that is that. Tigers leave one. Still 8-0. Back here in Detroit, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And set to lead off the fourth, Mark McGwire. And a pitch. And a foul ball.
You know, these Yankees really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They were obviously able to run the starter out of the game in the third, so they've set the table for a win, and now I'm sure they're thinking it's time to feast.
Ripped on a line to center. Meadows hauls it in, and there's one away.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Ricky Henderson. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Meadows under it. He's there. He's got it. 2 down. So if they're looking to feast, are you saying they've already got a plate but are looking to go back for seconds?
Yeah, I'd say something like that.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. And that ball is out of here. That one felt good. That's his 3rd home run of the game. And they tack one on the board. It's 9-0.
He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. A 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
So the Tigers get a new arm from the pen, Joey Wentz.
And this marks the 60th time he's come on the pitch so far this year. Clearly a very relied upon arm in this bullpen.
2 outs, base is empty. In now is the Yankees DH, Sammy Sosa. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. There was nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, caught out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
And the batter now, Joe Torre. Line to left. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now 9-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Welcome back. And now, number 4. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
Now the 0-1. Bounced up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Talk about being able to dial up the velocity. That first baseman over there might need a little pad inside that first baseman's mitt.
And up next for Detroit, number 50. Struck out looking at his first at bat. Now you see even sluggers from time to time try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift. Goes down looking.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Jonathan Scope now at the plate. The 0-1. And a foul ball. Next offering misses. It's 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Caught him looking for the K. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit, and they're down 9-0. Back at Comerica Park, all set for the start of the inning. And now the big time power threat, Mickey Mantle. Wentz back to work. And a seed into center. That's a base hit.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Back to the top of the lineup. And up next for New York, number 50. He's already homered in this game. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that one is out of here. Another homer, and they tack on to their lead. It's 11-0. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here.
Singy, I hope you saw it because it didn't stay in the air for long.
No, it didn't, Boog. StatCast telling us 110 miles per hour off the bat, and that's plenty to hit one out if you get enough air under it. As a hitter, you hardly feel the ball when you make contact as solid as he did right there.
And next for New York, Roberto Clemente. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Yankees doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. Double-digit hits and 0 strikeouts. I don't know which of those is more impressive, but especially in today's game, that's something they can feel very good about.
That's a hit.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Don Mattingly. Down the left field line, could be extra bases. Clemente rounds second on his way to third. And that's a double.
Everything came together for him. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Mark McGwire. That's a base hit as a run scores. Mattingly coming home. The relay throw, and he's in there as 2 runs score on the play.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. 112 miles per hour. The ball seemed to explode off the bat right there. He put everything together on that swing, so that's one of those knocks that feels a little extra sweet.
Will Vest takes over on the mound. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. So digging in, Ricky Henderson. Out to center. Meadows moving under this one. Then there's one down. Aaron Judge at the plate. And a chance to make some history here, Chris.
Yeah, he's homered 3 times so far, and now he gets another chance, at least we think. We'll see if the pitcher gives him anything to hit. It's so rare to see a 3-homer performance, but even more special for that player to get another chance at the plate to do it again for 4.
There's a swing and a drive. And out of here. He's done it again, and they add to their lead. It's 15-0. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. Wow, this is awesome. I mean, a 4-homer game. They're just so rare. They're so special and just so tough to pull off as well. Everything has to line up for you, but of course, you got to make it happen too. And these are the types of performances that people just don't forget, and it's definitely going to live on in history.
And the batter now, Sammy Sosa. On a line, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. He puts it in his pocket, safe at first without a play.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Joe Torre stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 for 3. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
And up next for New York, Mickey Mantle. Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. Runner from second scores as they add on, and they extend their lead.
Well done, drives in the run. It sounded different than most hits coming off the bat. You don't need numbers to tell you the ball was hit extremely hard, but at 115 miles per hour, that's not an exit velocity you see very often. Very impressive.
Stepping in, number 50. Liner caught at second.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
So 2 down now, and here is Roberto Clemente. Singy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. That's hard hit on the line. Malloy puts the squeeze on that one, and the inning is over. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. Home half of the fifth coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Bottom of the inning. Now here's the Detroit catcher, Jose Trevino. The pitch.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
That one missed.
If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field, that's why he's so successful in these situations.
The 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. When you played, did you play with guys that you thought were clutch, and sort of what were the attributes you said that's what he possesses that allows him to come through?
Well, we always used to joke, you know, guys want to eat steak, and there were some that just had a knack, could understand that, all right, this is a big, you know, payout if I can come through with a knock here. But I think when you really look at the numbers, you really audit everything, guys kind of are who they are.
And now up to hit, Miguel Cabrera. Struck out swinging his first time. Swing and a miss. 0-1. The pitch. Foul ball. One down, base is empty. Struck him out swinging. And that's his 200th strikeout of the season.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Malloy, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. And that one clips the corner.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Down in order go the Tigers. Still 16-0. And well. Welcome back. Top of the 6th inning. Now it's the second baseman, Don Mattingly. The pitch. That one ripped right center field. And that is gone. He powers one out to right field. His latest homer in an incredible season. It's 17-0.
Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
So they turn to the veteran pitcher in this spot, Jason Shreve.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
So now the Yankees cleanup hitter, Mark McGwire. Well struck left field. And that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for two. Cut off, throw to second, and he's out.
Up next for the Yankees, the center fielder,
Ricky Henderson stepping in now for the Yankees. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. High bounce takes it over the fence for an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next guy to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
Here comes Aaron Judge, trying to do what no player has ever done at this level. He's looking for his 5th homer of the game.
I never thought I'd see this moment. I mean, this is unbelievable. This guy gets a chance to hit his 5th home run. Whether he does it or not, this next at bat's a pretty special one.
Judge rips that one. Malloy pulls it down, and there are 2 outs.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Now it's the power speed combo. Sammy Sosa. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Ricky around third and on his way home. He scores, and the lead continues to grow. Throw is high and over his head.
Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his bat path to the ball and caught it out front, and he stayed long in his follow through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time.
And now Joe Torre. Pulls up on it, and that's a base hit. The run comes in from second, and they extend their lead.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
So a man aboard. Next to hit, Mickey Mantle. And there's a fly ball deep right field. Bangs off the wall. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a 2-out double, second and third now.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. He hit that ball really well to deep right field right there. Got a pitch to drive and just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but you're always happy with an extra base hit.
Number 50 stepping in now for the Yankees. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Left field way back there, and it hits the base of the wall. The run comes in from second, and the lead continues to grow. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Jason Foley gets handed the rock out of the pen. This guy can bring it velocity-wise. Man at second here with 2 away. And here is Roberto Clemente. Runner takes off. Strike in there. Throw to third. Save. That wasn't close.
Wow, these guys are merciless. I'd say a questionable decision to steal third right there with a big lead. Probably won't be received well in the other dugout.
That's a base hit. Run scores.
They are really feeding off each other. That's 5 hits in a row. Didn't try to do too much with it. Just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with guys trying to launch and hit home runs. But sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
Don Mattingly stepping in now for the Yankees. He's already homered here in this one. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. So in the end, 10 men come to the plate. 6 of them come around to score. 9-1 and 2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. The Yankees lead this one 22-0. Back here in Detroit. Well, we go bottom 6. Now the third baseman, Ryan Kreidler. The wind of the pitch. Kreidler, 25 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2019. Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Gosh, here it is. Hit it. 3-pitch strikeout. All fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
Now it's the shortstop, Nick Maton.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at bat.
Oh, and 2 as he waves at that one.
Two-seam fastball has been very consistent. He's been able to throw it to both sides of the plate and some really good arm side run.
Got him swinging. 7 in a row by way of the K. A big performance on the mound. Lots of strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusting his stuff in this one, Boog. Feeling really good about what he's working with, and that really allows a guy to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes.
Meadows in the box again. Takes the strike. On the ground. Clemente. And he's safe at first.
See, Boog, that right there, that's a perfect example of why he shouldn't be out there in that position. He clearly isn't comfortable. He doesn't look fluid. His footwork's all over the place, and just can't make that throw to beat the runner.
Now at the plate, number 4. And first offering is fouled off. Kicks and deals. Slapped foul. Meadows leads off first with 2 down to the inning. At the belt and fires. Right side. Judge has it sized up. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Back here at the ballpark, we go to the top of the 7th, and now the first baseman, Mark McGwire. Foley back to work. That's ripped. Base hit.
He was all over that one. Absolutely hammered that baseball very loud coming off the bat. 107 was the exit velocity, and at that speed, it's going to be a great result more often than not.
And now the center fielder, Ricky Henderson. And that's ripped into left. Base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Couple of singles back to back. Absolutely punished that pitch. Wasn't fooled in the slightest. 109 off the bat. I think that means you put a pretty good swing on it.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. And a rope into center field, base hit. McGuire around third. He'll score easily, and they extend their lead.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
In now is the Yankees DH, Sammy Sosa. Now a screamer into the outfield. He makes the grab. Runner tags from third. In comes the run from third to add on. And the lead continues to grow. Joe Torre stepping in now for the Yankees. In the air, right field. Makes the grab, and there's 2 down. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Mickey Mantle.
Mickey Mantle.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Number 50 on the move to the alley. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. 7th inning stretch time. The Yankees lead it 24-0. Welcome back. And now the right fielder, number 50. He's a guy, Chris, whose highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms in the sport. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play, because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
And first offering is fouled off.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Torre brings it in, and there are 2 down.
The catcher, number 39, Jose.
Here's Jose Trevino, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. And that one fouled off. Oh, and 2 now. Just missed.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Kicks and fires. And down on strikes. Out number 3. We go to the 8th. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, number 50.
Oh, yeah, Boog. He's on the brink of one of your favorite milestones. He's completed 3 legs of the cycle.
I love me some cycle. And here it comes. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle and a base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff 9.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line.
Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game, and that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment, or guys are going to be running all game.
Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. Pitch in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
In this game, you got to take what the other team is giving you, and right there, they were giving him a steal at third base. Didn't check his lead. Catcher doesn't throw very well, so you got to take that bag, get your team that much closer to scoring a run.
Oh, 2 now. This one drilled to left. No doubt about it as they add on more. Gone. A towering home run, and they add to the lead. It's 26-0. Singy, he's been red hot.
Yeah, another big swing of the bat for him. Man, he is really seeing the ball well in this one. Power versus power right there, like 2 locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
New pitcher for the Tigers, Jose Alvarez.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
So up next, John Mattingly. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
The 0-1. Now that's smacked to right center. Base hit. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in. He's in there.
Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
And next for New York, Mark McGwire. Base hit. Mattingly around third. Now a long throw home. It's off the mark and he scores. And they extend their lead.
Picks himself up at RBI. To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Ricky Henderson. Line drive, base hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. It's a double. Third hit of the night for him.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Shortened up the swing and went right back up the middle.
Here is Aaron Judge. Base hit and a run in to score. Here's the throw to the plate. Run comes in from second, and the lead continues to grow. Not in time. He's safe.
This is unbelievable. That's now 6 consecutive hits by this lineup. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Jose Cisnero on to pitch here.
Well, home runs have been a problem this year. Not doing a great job keeping the ball in the yard so far this season, so we'll see if that factors in.
Now here is Sammy Sosa. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touchdown for a hit. Meadows throws to second. He's in safely at second. A run comes in on the play.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
So a man aboard, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Joe Torre. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Meadows makes the catch, and there's one gone. Puts the tag on him, and it's a double play.
Well, I think the base runner assumed that he was going to be able to make it to third pretty easily, but a really nice relay from the outfielder to the cutoff man, and they got him easily.
Mickey Mantle stepping in now for the Yankees. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Meadows makes the grab, and that's the inning. They bring 9 to the plate, and 6 come around to score. Last half of the 8th coming up. Yankees out in front, 30-0. Back at Comerica Park. On to the bottom of the 8th, and now the DH, Miguel Cabrera. And a pitch. That catches the outside corner, and that is strike one. Ruth still out there to pitch the 8th and working with a big lead.
He's been excellent, really on his game in this one, and at this point, he wants to finish what he started.
Next offering is in for a strike. Is there a debate to be had about shutting him down, maybe to preserve some bullets given the score?
Absolutely. When you consider over the course of a long season, guys putting a lot of stress on that elbow, on that shoulder, but you also have to pry the ball out of a hand of a guy like this because he's so competitive.
The 0-2. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. One gone here.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick because word will get around the league in a hurry.
Malloy in the box now. No balls and a strike. In for a strike, and the count is 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And now the lefty. Ground ball right side. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. And he beats it. He's safe. One down. Here's the third baseman, Ryan Kreidler. That one's in there, 0-1. Step off, throw to first, and he's back in easily. Malloy leads off first with one away. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. Swings and misses. He swung over top of the curveball.
Oh, tough night at the dish. Punching out for the third time right there. He just hasn't looked very comfortable at the plate. A little unsure of his timing right now. Not picking up the spin and location of these pitches. They'll have some adjustments to make.
Fought off foul. Left-hand batter waits. There's the strike. Swing and a ball popped up. Tracks it down for the out. And that is that. This one pretty well decided at this point. Ninth inning coming up. The Yankees lead this one 30-0. All set to start the ninth in this one. And the batter will be the shortstop, number 50.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Cisnero back to work. That one ripped left field. In one, hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. And he's got a double.
Another hit. I mean, these types of performances at the plate don't come around too often. This is pretty special. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
So, man aboard, Roberto Clemente stepping in now for the Yankees. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. Pitch in for a strike, and that's a stolen base. Not even close.
Well, maybe he thought he should have gone for a triple instead of a double and just decided, I'm going to take third this way. Definitely using his legs to his advantage right here.
The pitch. Out towards left center. Meadows makes the play. Runner tagging from third. He's in on the sacrifice fly. And they extend their lead. John Mattingly stepping in now for the Yankees. Cisnero, 33 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Rips one to right. Pulls up, and that's in there for a knock.
Another big game. He's looking pretty much unstoppable at the plate. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Runner on at first with one gone. And here's the first baseman, Mark McGwire. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Base knock center field. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Up next for the Yankees, the center fielder.
Here's the center fielder, Ricky Henderson. Ripped to third and caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
It's Aaron Judge now. This one smoked out to left. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that's the third out. Bottom of the ninth coming up, and we'll see if he can. Back here in Detroit, now the number 2 hitter, Parker Meadows. And that is in for a strike. It's 0-1. And a swing and a miss.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
And he deals. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And next. Next up for the Tigers, number 4. And first offering is fouled off. The pitch. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Stays alive. The wind of the pitch. And that one is lifted in the air. Henderson moves under it. Makes the catch. 2 away now. And next to hit for Detroit, number 50. And there's the strike.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
Two down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
It has become increasingly difficult to throw a complete game shutout because of all of the offensive prowess that these hitters are showing around the league today. But he had total command of this game, and he saw it all the way through to the end. Nice win.
So this one got a little out of hand. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
4 hours.
Mm-hmm.